We're off to find the other explosives chamber. We're here in Clifton, and the intel that we have is the Clifton / Coalcliff tunnel has an explosives chamber on it. Back in the day, back in the 19... Huh? Yeah, we're going to drop down here. Yeah, back in the day in the 1940s, early 1942, 43, this was known as the Scarborough Tunnel. So similar to the one up there in Newcastle that was known as the Cardiff Tunnel, these days they refer to it as the Katara Tickhole Tunnel. This one back then was known as the Scarborough Tunnel. We've just managed to get around the fence safely. Saves our frail old bodies having to jump over the gate here. And this track here should take us somewhere near the portal on the southern end, referred to as the Nowra end. We've got a big hole down here. Here's these master locks, state rail master locks. Very hard to pick. You notice, even if you pick it, you're not taking the lock away with you because they're welded, and it's got that bit there that doesn't allow it to loop through the chains. You got to hope to get the whole chain with it if you want to take that lock home and then destroy it. Look at the goanna lace monitor. There's two of them. He's following his mate. We just went over the Clifton Bridge then, and there's so many more collapses on the old road there. That's the way I'd come back from if we're on the other side of the road, man, straight through the tunnels. Stormwater tunnels. That's exactly, do you remember doing the tunnel like that when we did the viaduct? So before we got to the viaduct in 2019, the Stanwell Park Viaduct, we actually walked through the tunnel. That's the thumbnail on the video of you actually with your backpack on walking through the tunnel. We've got a toolbox over there. What's that toolbox on an angle there? Yeah, have a look at it. That's it's the yellow-tailed cockatoos. That's a great piner. She's open. Got some sort of mechanical tool in there. What's wrong, old man? Oh, yeah. Glass? He's lucky he didn't step on that glass all the time. We've got a few houses on the other end. Just look at that landscape up there. That's why I love Wollongong so much. There are things hidden and buried below that escarpment. There is glass, is it? And in the new year, we're still going to go find the red Pajero from the early 1990s.
I don't think it'll be red anymore.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, there'll be still certain.
Might be rusty red.
Rusty red, yeah. Going to go confirm or deny if it's still there. We did walk to the base of the escarpment, all the way down where the Panorama Hotel used to be, and it was a known spot for dumping of cars from the top there, where that fatality happened with the helicopter accident. And we climbed up there one day because we were very much interested in finding dumped vehicles. And there was a brand new Nissan Pajero, yeah? Mitsubishi Pajero. We've got a rail guy on the left-hand side here, Mavericks. You reckon he's going to say something? If he says something, we're walking to the lookout. It could be electricity. And that's what? It might be resin. And the day we walked up, it had these. What size you reckon they would have been on the Mitsubishi Pajeros back then? 15, 16s? 16-inch mag wheels?
Yeah, alloys,
mag alloys. We were going to come up, what, in a week, two, maybe a month's time, and see if we could roll those wheels back down and flog them off in the trading post. That's how we used to sell our gear back in those days. And would you believe it, the time we came back, someone had beaten us to the punch. Those 4 wheels on that Pajero were all gone. So we want to go see if our old mate's still there. You can see how the tracks wind around. Is this only a single track?
That's going straight into.
Why is it only a single track? Do trains have to stop somewhere? Yeah, it looks like trains coming from the south have to stop at a red light somewhere.
There's a red light here. That's all that's going to do for you, mate.
Is there another track here? This is still operational, has to be with that red light there.
Yeah, all the lights on. Power,
There's the portal right there, Mav, and it's got some sort of communication or something on it. Is there graffiti on top? Yeah, there's graffiti there. That's good. That's a great sign. That's the first thing we really look for. On top of the Otford, the new Otford tunnel, there was no graffiti. I think I can see a little bit of graffiti on the capping on the right-hand side. We'll keep on heading up here and see if we can jump on top of it. I love those trees above it. If there is an explosives chamber there, it's well hidden.
Not one train. So
Not one train yet. So we're a bit unsure of which way to attack this. There is a stormwater gully that heads up. You can see where they've cleared it up there and we can jump on that way. There is a fence up here. Just wondering if we can jump onto the portal this way. And doesn't look to be graffiti now. As I get closer, looks to be some sort of plant on the cap. Oh no, they've got me that one. They're the stingers. That's going to sting me. What is it with all these flies? I had a shower this morning. I smell nice. So the fence slopes down on the left-hand side as well. You may have to jump this. It looks like a pretty easy gate to jump. This may have been put into place for what I was just telling you before about coming back down from the Coalcliff Bridge lookout. Stop people. So you have to be fit and able to get over this gate, although it looks unlocked, Mavericks. Would you like to do the honours?
very unlocked.
It looks very unlocked to me. And then there's a short scramble through the bush. Look at that escarpment up there, Mavs. Look at all the way up. Isn't that awesome? That is just brilliant. I do believe there's walking tracks up there. And there's the portal. Right there. You can actually see, there's something there. There it is, look. Smack bang in the middle. Looks like it's been sealed. See the wood? Is it wood or rock?
Yeah, looks like it's wood,
Yeah. It looks like it's been sealed.
If there was something there,
Yeah.
could be something further on the right too.
Yeah.
Just exactly where the bush is on the right hand side.
Yeah, yeah. Where is that drain from the other side? That's a steep, there it is there.
Yeah.
Even when we get down, it's going to be steep to get, this is identical to the Otford one. It was steep to get down to it. These are dangerous. very, very dangerous. And we've got the state rail locks here. Mate, that one there has not been open in years. There you go, just a little bit, Mavericks, just a little bit. Look at all the rubbish down there. Where do you reckon that's come from?
Hey, don't clean that up, the rail guys. I'll find some big push to throw it in.
Look where the fence starts from up there, from the houses, if you decided to come in from the other side. See the fence that goes all the way along?
Yeah.
Those whip birds, they're following us everywhere. They love us. Now, kids have gone on top of this tunnel throughout the years, no doubt. It's got to be down here, Mav. That's right there. And I think this is the safest option. This is the safest option because we've got trees to hang on to. I reckon there's been work done down here, remedial work. What's that smell? Yeah, if there was something there. Have a look, Mav. There's 2 steel rail lines, no, 4. Probably marking a spot where the chamber was. Yeah. You reckon? Yeah, some sort of manure, isn't it? Some sort of feces. Well, this is a nice easy one to get down onto. Very much similar to the Otford one. Nice view of the rail line here. I'll leave it up to my trusty man here to see if it's been collapsed. I got a funny feeling it was there. I think it was right there.
There was one.
Yeah, I think it was here. Look, but you can't tell me standing right here there was not something straight up through there. They've collapsed it in on itself. What do you reckon? Straight through there? What's these boards to hold the, you think here?
Yeah, I don't know. You wouldn't even know if there was one here or not.
Yeah. This one's been removed a long time ago.
If there was one here, there is no trace of it now. Yeah. It is done.
All right.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. We're hoping to walk through this. Now the reason why we came down here virtually the week after finding Boronia number 2 is we were a bit worried is once that video gets out it might come to the attention of the authorities and they may seal it. So we thought if that's what they do with that one, someone's going to get a hold of the document that I have and they're going to head down here and seal all the ones down on the south coast. But these people down here on the south coast are well ahead of the people up there on the central coast because these have been sealed a long time prior.
I don't know if there was even anything here, to be honest.
You don't think so?
Well, you can see the sandstone, right? And the stones are stacked. The sandstone wall goes all the way across.
Yeah, I think it was there.
You think if there was something here, there'd be a break in the sandstone wall. You think it was on top of the sandstone wall, you go and you reckon?
You just see the size of that, a deer.
There's a deer.
Yeah, deer.
Bloody hell.
That was a big buck.
I just saw his ass.
I would love for him to come down onto the train tracks so I can film him.
Where'd he come from? He must have come from fucking there.
I think he's come through your gate, Mav.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's come through your gate. And now
He's opened that gate, he's gone, whoa,
yeah,
here's my chance.
Here's my chance. Now he's stuck now. There's no way of him getting out anywhere. He's stuck between fences now. He has to go all the way up to the level crossing.
Or back to that fence.
Or back to the fence. Do you want to head up here?
Just to be clear, that gate was already open.
Yeah.
Just in case a train hits a deer at some point.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get around anyway. There's a fence up here. Which way do you want to head back? The same way?
Yeah, just go back the same way.
Okay.
We know we can get back there.
All right. Let's just have a look down here and see what it's like, and then we'll head back the same way. So we have confirmed if there was a tunnel here on the narrow end of the Scarborough / Clifton / Coalcliff tunnel, it has since been sealed, which would have been up here. Mav, would you be game enough once we get back to the track up there just to walk down and get a nice shot from in front of the portal? I can't walk back up, you mean? Okay. All right, let's do that. That is a shame. There's a lot of dirt in it.
Yeah, if there was one here, I don't think it would have been very deep.
Yeah. There it is. Look at the size of it. 3 of them. Get pictures. That's what smells.
Yeah.
That's them. Can you feel the... Yeah, they can smell us. They're looking for us. Guys, they're skittish, aren't they? Yeah, they're going back up through the fence. Do that again. They are real skittish. Yeah, they can get around, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's not that we open the fence that they got around. But, yeah, exactly. They come straight down through here and straight up. I think this is why this area is a little bit cleared out. It's because of those guys. They're monkeying on the tree roots. Look, have a look. Take a picture now. They're looking right at you. Now, I will...
Oh, shit.
Is he? Well, we've now worked out what the smell is.
Yeah.
You said roo.
Yeah.
As soon as they came down past the gate there, you could just smell them. They stink. Probably wet. They're flat. They're shaking their tails now. They must be comfortable with us. All right, let's head back up there and see if we can catch one. You ready to tackle one?
Oh, yeah. Good dog food.
Good dog food. What do you reckon? Straight up, or the way we came? I think straight up. Straight up there? Yeah. Just make sure you hold on to some sort of tree.
I'm not worried about you and your age.
Oh, I'm okay. I've got the special boomerangs. The special boomies. Be careful they don't...
The red indicates super soft.
Super soft. Arch. They're arched. It's real Rambo territory here. Have they made a move? Can you see them?
What they want. And every other guy who came over here has spilled his guts and gave everything he had once. For our country to love us as much as we love it.
Smells like the zoo. Is there a drop here, Matt? A drop here. I'm trying to just make it easy for myself. And get up around the fence this way. deer territory. Where'd they go? Oh, he must be hanging up pests. We could head down here. Map says there's an area a little bit further down. And we'll come down. There they are. They managed to get on the other side, back up the fence. Smart. Yeah, they've crossed the tracks and they're now just behind the fence up there. Five of them. Couple of young ones too. Couple of young bucks. Yeah. So we were over there. They're standing where we were here. And we've come around this way, and those smart little bastards are up there.
There's another gate at the top that's open as well. So
Yeah.
I used to have free reign of this whole country. What a life.
Yeah. No, what a great life. What a great life. All right, do you want to get down here or a little bit further down?
We'll go down.
Okay.
Walk back up the gully.
All right. We'll head down here, manage to get down on the rail corridor and walk up to the portal, grab some snaps, and then we're off. So we have two options here. We can walk up the drain here where the water runs down. We're just going to cross the tracks, considering we've got a few red lights. And yeah, pedestrian crossing just here. And walk up the grassy area, exactly where our friends did. The grassy knoll. This is where the deer actually ran up through the drain on this side. Do you reckon the fence is there for the deer? Possibly could be, you know.
There's like a crossing, like a vehicle crossing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, where we came in. They generally have fences down up both sides to climb.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're so skittish, I don't think they'd be stupid enough to get hit by a train. They can hear a train from miles. See, they heard us up there on the thing, and they just ran. It's not like they stayed.
No. They're not curious at all. They just want to get the hell out of it.
They want to get the hell out of it. And it's not like we have bullet trains here. You can understand if we had that. How fast do the Japanese bullet trains go?
300?
300 k's an hour. Was that miles or k's?
Kilometres.
Yeah, kilometres an hour.
You'd hear that coming from up.
Yeah.
The thing you've got to be careful of, you know, in places like this is the DeLorean.
Yeah. The DeLorean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get a...
The lock's returning on a rail line, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I know. That's very true.
At 88 miles an hour.
At least we'll get a good shot of this 1800s tunnel.
Well, hopefully there is. Is there a stone on top? No.
You reckon a date?
Yeah, no, it's not there. There's no peach stone on top.
Yeah, we need to jump on the other side again. We need to go over here to get the best shot. Oh, you can see the light on the other end. So that
there's light at the end of the tunnel. Stay away from the light.
That takes you to the coke works. You feel the wind coming through?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice breeze.
Real nice breeze. Yeah, we don't have any. I would have loved them to have. We got an M there, but no graffiti in this tunnel at all.
No. Well, look how black it is.
I know.
That's all the soot from the
That's right, the coal.
1900s.
Yeah, the coke works there. It's all the soot from that. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Mate, it's got a red light over there. You could walk through this and not be afraid that you're going to get hit by a tunnel. Hit by a train. I should have had a look at how long it is. So it's red light either way. All right, let's get a few pics, Mav, and then head out. Okay, that's a wrap down here from the southern portal of the Scarborough / Clifton / Coalcliff tunnel. We have confirmed that a demolition chamber on the very top here no longer exists. I do have the document at home that verifies one was put here in 1942-43, but in that time, how long was that? 83 years? In that 83 years, I heard something come through then. The wires are trickling. Might be a train coming. In those 83 years, someone has dismantled it. I believe there was one up there, so. All right, until we see you again on the next adventure or explore that's winding down now. Actually, what we might do, there is a stormwater tunnel that's a little bit further up. We'll jump on the other side of the tracks and we'll go through the stormwater tunnel and then we'll crawl on through until the other side. Was it big enough to get us in there? You got two, one on this side and you got a longer one on this side. Wet?
Traction plus.
Is it? Oh, it's a massive tunnel.
Lots and lots of traction.
Yeah, we don't have any problems with this. We've got to get a couple of pictures of us in there as well. Who doesn't love a tunnel? So Mav has just worked out how this track works here, being only single. In the cokeworks there must be two tracks where one train stops and it allows the southbound service to head north, and then once it's through, the red lights come on here and the southbound service coming from the north is able to come through. Because the reason why I confirmed that, so I can remember coming down here with my son when he was really young, and the train that we were on to come down here to Wollongong did stop within the cokeworks. Oh, that's a good shot, Mavericks. Let me light it up. Ready? Got to get a couple of pictures of you as well. Oh, I've got a bit of graffiti here, but very old.
Yeah, it's not much there. It's a good photo because you've got the brake. Get that.
Heck yeah! Got it? I'll get you on the other side there. So what's this little break here? For debris or something?
No, just stormwater runoff.
Okay.
So you got to go back a little bit so you get this one.
Yeah, well, hang on there for a sec. I'll just pause this and start up again from here. We have all the desired shots we need from this stormwater drain / tunnel. We're now going to walk back to the vehicle. It has been an awesome morning trying to confirm or deny if these demolition tunnels still exist on top of the railway infrastructure down here. And having that escarpment in the background, it's made it that more enjoyable. Look at that shot. If I drop down to one knee, look at that. The only thing that we didn't succeed on is getting a train. But from the time that we've walked up here, the lights on the lines up here have remained red. So there's no trains coming either way. A really quiet Saturday morning. If I just pan back this way, you should be able to see the red lights there. A couple of bushwalkers trying to get to the Sea Cliff lookout. How many houses up there? So we got one up there. Should ask that guy, he's looking at his car, should ask him when the trains run. He's a rail worker, he's got the vest on.
Yeah, he's in a black Mitsubishi Tribe.
Yeah.
Maybe in a
So
white
where did
rail
he...
car with a yellow...
Okay, so yeah, see, he's a rail worker because he's opened the gates and closed them behind him. See up the top there?
Maybe.
That's what he's done. It's exactly like the guy that we were worried was waiting for us at the bottom there.
Yeah, but he was in a rail car. This isn't a rail
Oh,
car.
this is a private car. Yeah, he's looking straight at us though. He's looking straight at us.
Taking photos for the YouTube channel.
So however old this house is right here, I'm sure the original occupants are no longer there, but the original gentleman planted that very, very impressive tree right in his front yard. Yeah. Yeah, that one snapped. Lightning strike. Yeah, I reckon that's a lightning strike on the little one. But you think about it, probably, yeah, maybe in the 1800s, because these tunnels were built in the 1800s. Maybe that's what they gave the workers that built on the tunnels. We'll give you some free land. 1800s, 19th century. So, because I think these tunnels were built around 1880 something, 7. All right, let's call it a day. There's the corridor straight down back to the fence. We're nearly back at the car. Thanks for joining us. That now concludes our series on the demolition tunnels. There is one more, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a success after these two have been cleared. Yeah, it goes around here. We may attempt that in the new year, but in 2025, this series comes to an end. So thanks for joining us. Until we see you again on the next adventure or explore from Big Mavericks and myself. Adios. Wave to everyone, Mavericks, and wish them Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. And Merry Christmas.